Helen Frankenthaler, 1969, 1. As when, in bright daylight, she closes her eyes but doesn't turn her face away, or this is more like it closes her eyes in order to take the brightness in, and the sun-struck coursing of blood through the lids becomes an exorbitant field to which there is no outside. This first plague of being in place, this stain of chemical proneness, leaves so little room for argument. You think ta natural ground of seeing when we see no object but the self were rage. 2. My daughter has a trick now of composing her face and her shoulders and arms in a terrible beseeching shape. It all takes just the blink of an eye. I love you, Mama, she says. I like this food, it has good, it's fine, I can't even taste the burnt part. And she means don't rain down fire again. She's 9 and every penitent reparation. Do you like me, reader? Do you like me sorry now? Ensnares her more and makes her shoulder more of this impartible estate. It seemed like Mars to me when I was young, that other 3. World of women with its 4 fleshed walls of love. My mother, who can turn the most unlikely raw materials to gladness, used to call her monthly blood the curse. I know. Our arsenal of pills is new, our tampons and detergents, allow our euphemizing gear, the body and even its flourishing seeths and cramps. When the painter, for example, looks for leverage on a metaphor, 9/10 of her labor is in the flesh. The wash of acrylic, the retinal flare, we say that the surfeited pigment bleeds. And every counter-argument, the margin of shoreline, the margin of black, the fourfold margin she's stretched the canvas to comprehend, undoes itself a little in its straining after emphasis. I can tell, says my daughter, the difference between 4. The morning light and light at the end of the day. And from room to room in the crowded museum she blazons her facility. That's night. That's not. That's sunset corner, says the black. As thought a vaults of fire had found their boundary in an act of wit, or California's amplitude in glib suburban pavement. Or have I missed the point again? Outflanking the painter's luxuriant brushwork, maybe I've loved this grief too well, is something more quotidian and harder one. The fretted cloth on the 3rd or 4th rinsing goes yellow, goes brown, the younger less hands she's just pubescent take with cold. Some parts the red despair memory now were never bad. The sound of the water, for instance, the smell, the rim of the stain that has last to go,